All right, welcome back to my channel. We're going to talk about how to remove a bankruptcy. If you're new, make sure you stay until the end. You're going to get some sauce. If you a returning subscriber, I appreciate you. So basically, I made a post. I made some content, right? Post content, and I basically spoke about how one of my mentees removed a bankruptcy. As you see right there, this is a post. I did a thing with the green screen, and I was just getting a lot of DMs as far as how to actually remove a bankruptcy. And normally, what would happen is you can go purchase our letters, right? We run a business, or you can schedule a consultation. What I'm going to do, I'm gonna put it out for y'all for free right now, right? So I'm gonna just a disclaimer. My mentee that did it, you see the July 23rd is when he removed it. My mentee that did it successfully, he used the method that we teach in the mentorship. It's a quicker way to do it. There's a specific mastermind teaching where I went over a specific dispute process on how we dispute things pretty quickly. Not saying guaranteed results, but he just used that method. The way I'm gonna show y'all is just free information for y'all. If you want the method on how we do it, you just got to get in the damn mentorship, right? Not everything's gonna be free, but I'm giving y'all free information today that you can go ahead and get to the money. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know I got that thing on. So I got that. You know what I'm saying on? Yeah. You saying? So I got cat on, but yeah. Anyways, the dope thing about my content, by the way, the dope thing about my content is like once y'all take action and do it for yourselves, now you have something you can go ahead and make money with. You might know someone that got a bankruptcy. Well, maybe you don't because sometimes some people don't want to speak about it, but you might know that you understand how to remove a bankruptcy, so now you can go help somebody remove a bankruptcy. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So number one, what I would recommend that you do, because there's so many ways to tackle it. Let us get started. Let us get started. Oh, shout out all my Nigerian people out there. So number one, you're gonna request the LexisNexis report. This is what I recommend you do. Request LexisNexis report. You could also freeze it too. The thing about freezing, suppressing, my mindset with it is because I know these laws and we have the right to privacy. It's not fully necessary to go ahead and freeze it, but it's something you could do as extra security if you want. So you could freeze it, when you are disputing with the main three being Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. So go ahead and request that LexisNexis report. And the reason why, let me give you all the reason why. The reason why I want that to be like the very first thing that y'all do is because you can go online, like Google LexisNexis, you can request it online. But basically, what's going to happen is once you request it online, it's going to be like a process where they accept that you requested it online. And then they have to mail you documentation. They're going to mail you documentation. It's going to come with like a PIN code on how to actually access it online. So that's based off of the last time that I did it. Maybe they've changed things, but from what I remember with LexisNexis, you can request it online. But what's gonna happen is they're gonna mail you something. You're gonna have the code, then you can access it online because you're gonna have to enter like a password thing to get access to the PDF. Then you'll be able to pull up the bankruptcy information over there. So that's the last time that I understand how it goes when we did it for a client. But yeah, go ahead and request that because it does take time. So once you do that, at the same time, like I would recommend you do that like literally right now. Pause the video, go ahead and do it. I want to make it simple for y'all because a lot of what happens is y'all overthink. A lot of y'all suffer from overthinking. Overthinking leads to taking no action. I don't want y'all to just be overthinking and you don't do nothing with the information I'm putting out. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm here to help y'all and we'll go from there. So step two, this is what you're gonna do. That rhymed. So you're gonna send a notice to the bankruptcy court asking them if they furnish the information about your bankruptcy to the credit bureaus. You're gonna send that certified mail, right? You're gonna send a notice to the bankruptcy court asking them if they furnish the information about your bankruptcy to the credit bureaus. So it could be very, very simple. Have your name, ID, etc., identifying information. I'm sending this notice to whom it may concern. Did you furnish this bankruptcy information? Put your bankruptcy information or your client's bankruptcy information. Did you furnish this information to the credit bureaus? You can reference Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, right? Wherever it's reporting. They should reply to you. They should send you a notice basically saying that they don't, right? So basically what you're going to do once you get that notice, hold on. Once you get that notice, you're basically going to use that as leverage. I hope y'all are kind of seeing where I'm going with it. You're going to use that notice as leverage to dispute it off LexisNexis, because LexisNexis is a secondary bureau. If you don't know, they're basically snitches. They're the ones that's snitching to Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, wherever it's reporting. There's so many consumer reporting agencies. That's basically the credit bureaus, if you're not familiar with the language. There's so many consumer reporting agencies. LexisNexis is known as one of the big snitches that snitches to Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. There may be more, right? But you want to start with LexisNexis. We're going to talk about LCI too, how they work with TransUnion. So you want to be aware of them as well. So keep that in mind. So use that notice, the one that where the bankruptcy court says that they don't give the information to the credit bureaus. You're going to use that as leverage to go ahead and dispute with LexisNexis. Remember, we requested LexisNexis, so we're waiting in the mail for the thing to come. Then we're going to enter the code to go ahead and access the information, our client's information, whoever you're doing it for, right? So once that happens, you're going to send like a basic dispute notice. Also do a CFPB complaint, right? You could also, I want to give you options. You don't necessarily have to just go directly to LexisNexis. It just makes it easier if it's off LexisNexis. So you can use that bankruptcy court document to go ahead and go straight to Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, wherever it's reporting, and let them know like the bankruptcy court said this, it needs to be deleted. You know, do a CFPB complaint, do what you got to do. One thing I need y'all to remember, I'm gonna go as if we're disputing with LexisNexis because I want to give y'all like the most structured way of doing it. LexisNexis is a consumer reporting agency. What do I mean by that? Dispute it the same way that you're going to dispute with Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. They are a consumer reporting agency. Consumer reporting agencies fall under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. The Fair Credit Reporting Act is 15 USC 1681. Why is that important? That's important because we're going to look at the Congressional Findings section of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. 15 USC 1681A number 4, which talks about a consumer's right to privacy. That part in general is what we want to focus on when we're talking about disputing this information, right? We want to use the privacy part of the Fair Credit Reporting Act to our advantage. When we talk about financial institutions reporting, you know, this is besides the video. 15 USC 1681A number 4 is important as well, but you also want to use stuff like the GLBA Privacy Act. You want to use stuff like 15 USC 6802, the right to opt out. Use those to go ahead and do what you need to do. Just want to give y'all some extra credit information. Maybe if you're disputing a charge off, you know, stuff like that. So remember, they are a consumer reporting agency. So you're going to dispute it as if they are a consumer reporting agency because that's what they are. You got to use the right language. You got to understand who you're talking to go ahead and get your deletions. So, like I said, 1681A number 4. This is in the Congressional Findings section. So if you Google 15 USC 1681, just click on it right away. You're going to see it starts at the Congressional Findings section. It's going to say Congress makes the following findings, basically. And then when you go to A number 4, it says, highlight it. Hold on. It says there is a need to ensure that consumer reporting agencies, who is that? What did I say? LexisNexis is part of them. It's not just Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. So remember that. Exercise their grave responsibilities with fairness, impartiality, and a respect for the consumer's right to privacy. You as a consumer, you're the consumer. You have a right to privacy. So why is that bankruptcy information being on your credit report when a bankruptcy court says that they don't furnish it to the credit bureaus? What's the answer? Money. This society is ran by money. We can say like, oh, money this, money that. But why are they reporting your information? Because of money. You could act stupid. You could act like we could play Blue's Clues all day. Like society's not ran by money. But the reason why these consumer reporting agencies are reporting your information without your consent is because of money. You're getting paid. So why don't you play the game and go ahead and finesse them the way that they're finessing you? Well, it's not finessing because we have our, right to privacy, but I need y'all to understand everything is about money. Everything is about money. It don't matter if you're saying like everything's not about money. If everything is not about money, why are you rushing in traffic to go to that job? Why are you rushing in traffic to go ahead and get that paycheck if everything's not about money? Everything is about money. I don't want to hear nothing else besides, y'all arguing, talking about everything ain't about money. So everything's about money. Remember that. So you have the right to privacy. So you want to exercise that right to privacy. If you don't exercise that right to privacy, they're going to continue to finesse you. They're going to continue to make money off of you. off of your information. All right, let's get it. So once you send that notice, if they on BS, which they typically tend to be, you're gonna follow up with 15 USC 1681I number 7. So that talks about basically the method of verification. So you want to follow up with the method of verification. The reason why I would recommend doing it is because you got to think about it. The fact that they didn't get the information from the bankruptcy court because the bankruptcy court does not give them the information, they basically did something illegal by stealing your information, because the way that the FCRA works is there's certain procedures that have to go on. They got to get the information in a certain manner. But for them to get the information without getting it from the bankruptcy court, that's illegal, right? They violated the FCRA. So you want to let them know that you know that. And you're basically continuing to build up a trap with every notice. You might send your first notice and it gets deleted off LexisNexis and you can go on about your business, but I just want to prepare y'all just in case for more ammunition, cat consumer ammunition tactics. You know what I'm saying? So do what you got to do. So also you want to let them know that you'll get them for willful non-compliance. That goes into your 1681N law in the civil liability section for Fair Credit Reporting Act. And then let them know they're conspiring with the CRAs, the regular CRAs. So Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, wherever it's reporting. You can get these people in a RICO. They're conspiring against you and your rights. Go to 18 USC 242. Go ahead and read that. That's just additional extra credit information just to let y'all know what's going on in this entire process. 18 US codes are criminal violations. 15 US codes are civil violations. So remember that. All right, so once you go through that process, you get it deleted off LexisNexis because that's how we're going about it. You're going to use that deletion as leverage to dispute it off Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, wherever it's reported. Wherever it's reported. So just follow things step by step. The reason why some of y'all don't be getting results is because y'all look at it like, I'm just going to do the part that I like that Michael said. You can't look at what I'm saying and just do the part that you think sounds cool. If I say do A, B, and C, I mean do A, B, and C. I'm not saying do A, B, and C because I think it sounds cool. You can't just be like, oh, I'm going to do B just because it sounds cool to me, right? Just because it sounds the best to me. If I say do A, B, and C, I'm instructing you to do A, B, and C because I know A, B, and C is what you need to do. I'm not just saying it because I want to speak for fun, right? So y'all need to listen. Y'all need to follow instructions. If you want results, follow instructions. Follow the instructions I'm giving you. If I say do 1, 2, and 3, don't just do number 2. Do 1, 2, and 3. If I say do 1, 2, 3, and you do 2, and then it just doesn't work, now all of a sudden it's a scam. You didn't follow instructions. You scammed your damn self. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. Let's get it. All right, listen. So let's say it's reporting on one bureau, not all three. What we're going to do is we're going to use factual dispute. You want to use maximum possible accuracy. That's an example of law you can use. You're going to use a 15 USC 1681 EB. That's a maximum possible accuracy law. So basically, when you look at it side by side, how come it's reporting here? It's not reporting over here, right? So that's where you point out the inaccuracy, the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And then what I want y'all to remember, TransUnion does work with LCI. So that's an additional one you need to be aware of. So I just got this from their website. You can literally Google everything I'm telling you. Go ahead and Google, follow my instructions. You should be good, right? It's not necessarily going to be overnight. You have to be consistent, but you will get results. If you have questions regarding the bankruptcy, this is from LCI's website. If you have questions regarding it, such as an update that appears in bankruptcy that is not reflecting your TransUnion, please submit a detailed description of the bankruptcy information you're concerned about in writing to the mailing address below. I'm going to show you. Or email. This is their email. So you can go ahead and pause the video. You can literally send them an email. For us to investigate your inquiry, you'll need to provide your first name, last name, address, social security number. If you have any additional information you feel would be relevant in resolving your concerns, please include that as well. So all of this information is literally online, right? So again, pause the video. This is where you can get, the mailing. And then they go on to say, if you prefer not to provide your personal information, blah, 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 they give you all that. So all of this is literally from Google. It's just about y'all taking the time and due diligence to do it. Don't be in my comment section asking me a million questions, right? When you can literally Google the information. If I give y'all information, I'm giving you the information to go ahead and start or go ahead and finish what you need to finish. I'm not the person to be asking a million questions to. I'm not the person to be asking 9 to 5 questions to, right? I didn't leave corporate to continue to feel like I'm living a 9 to 5 lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So I'm letting y'all know this is information. Go ahead and do what you need to do with it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what you need to do. Just continue applying pressure. A lot of people make the whole scenario super deep. Like I said, my mentee, I just removed a bankruptcy for the first time. He accredited that to me, and he used a simpler way, like I said. But I'm giving y'all free advice, free game. This definitely works. If you want a simpler way, though, like I said, you can get in my mentorship program. Just some information as far as the mentorship program. I've dropped multiple videos on it, so you can look at my channel for that. I'm not here to sell you. We're not here to sell you. You're here to sell yourself. So go ahead and watch our YouTube videos, sell yourself, and get on the call. When we have these calls, they're not necessarily sales calls. They're more so enrollment calls because when we have the correct person that's supposed to be in a mentorship, they're basically just hopping on. They got their credit card ready. How do we get started? We're not here to sell you. I'm not here to sell you on you continuing to clock in. I'm not here to sell you on you continuing not to make the money you want to make in your credit repair business. I'm not here to sell you on gaining that financial freedom, right? So it's up to you. If you want to grab it, you can grab it. If you don't want to grab it, don't grab it. If you like it, good. If you don't, fast forward. Shout out to Kanye, right? All right, so the mentorship investment is going to go from 2,500 to 3,500 on September 1st. Both prices are pennies compared to what you're getting, to be honest, but the reality is most of y'all have a 9 to 5 mindset, so you're not even willing to invest in yourself. So when I'm dropping these videos, it's not to get at y'all, but I'm helping mold y'all mindset because you got to understand mindset is important and environment is important. A lot of y'all are in an environment, you go to work, you're in an environment of people that wouldn't invest $20 into something. So that's very dangerous, right? So this goes back to what I said about in a previous video talking about MTDs. If you don't know what MTDs are, it's mentally transmitted diseases. That's why when somebody hops on the phone, they're like, "Oh, I'm broke. I gotta hop off the phone," because that vibration can be deadly. So keep that in mind. Hopefully this video helps. Go ahead and share with somebody that maybe they got a bankruptcy, they're looking to delete a bankruptcy. If you got a credit repair business, you're not doing anywhere from 5 to 10K, then you're definitely struggling within your business. You need to go ahead and get in our mentorship program so we can help you make more money. Grab it, don't grab it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this video helped. Y'all have a blessed one.